Hi, how you doing? This is Eric Haley again from Max Fitness LLC in Mount Laurel. Again, we're talking with Mike Weaver.
Hey guys, hope all is well. We took a couple of weeks off here before we made our next video just because we were waiting for a 5.5 week, 6 week appointment for Eric. That was a pretty big milestone in his progress. So the time between our last video and that big appointment, there wasn't a ton of advancement or progression that we could have made, with the injury. So we figured we would get the 5.5 week, 6 week appointment out of the way, and then kind of give you guys an update on where everything is. So that's where we're at today. But I think it's a good time to kind of explain where we've been over the last 2 weeks here. So
Yeah, so the reason why we didn't want to do the video again, like Mike said, was during my PT sessions, there was no more progress that I could really show. Everything I was doing was very passive. I was doing hip exercises and, talking with Brant, he said, right now it's the waiting game. So during that appointment, I talked to the doctor. I was supposed to be at 8 weeks before I was able to use my knee. At a little over 5 weeks, he saw my progress and he said, all right, it's time to move on. So that was really cool.
And that appointment was on the 31st, right?
30th.
So the 30th, so about a week ago from today, I
Yes.
believe, right? So yeah, what was the outcome of the appointment? You were doing stuff at 5.5 weeks that you should have been doing at 8?
Well, on the script and everything that was on the paper, it said that at 8 weeks we were going to be able to unlock the brace and start to do things actively as far as my knee goes. All right, so passively is like being able to take the brace off and stretch the knee. Actively now I'm able to use my knee to do things. So even since last week, there's been a lot of progress now that I'm able to move.
And that was going from having the brace locked at all
Completely locked.
times, right, to
Yes.
now giving it a, what did they have, a 40-degree?
We started at 50 and then we put it at 70. Starting tomorrow, I'm not wearing my brace right now, but starting tomorrow we're going to put it at 90.
Okay.
And then by the end of the week, hopefully just keeping it off.
What do you think was able to get you from, week 1 to week 5 so quickly, where it should have been, the progress of somebody in 8 weeks?
It was just everything that we talked about before, what you put in your body, the amount of work that you put in, just staying on, waking up, first thing you think about is your knee. When you go to bed, you're still thinking about your knee. You want to just keep doing everything you can and stay on top of it. Not feeling sorry for yourself.
Sure. Goal setting, all that good stuff, right?
Yes.
So, I think now is probably a good time to show some of the clips from physical therapy and the appointments. So, I think a good thing is to look back to the first couple videos and see what those exercises were that you were doing, and kind of, now the progression to being able to actively use the knee, right?
Yeah, and a big thing too is I'm driving now, so that's good. All right, so let's look at what we've been doing over the past week. First day driving.
Oh, that's good. What do you think about that one?
I liked it.
I like that one. It was good. I liked
It was
it.
like full of action.
Yeah.
That's a 2-pound weight?
Yep. some of the stuff that I've been doing over the past week, even since those videos, there's been a lot of progress. But the biggest thing with this injury compared to other injuries is, you know, it's not arthroscopic, so it's very, you know, have the same cut as somebody who has a knee replacement. And a big difference, even with somebody who has a knee replacement, right afterwards, it's about moving the knee so that the scar tissue doesn't build up as much. With this one, you're immobilized right after you get that cut, so there's a lot of scar tissue that build up in there and have a lot of atrophy in the leg also. So I think
That's why the knee is staying a little bit more swollen.
Yes.
Because the scar tissue built up to try to repair it as you were resting it, essentially.
Yeah, so like, you know, if there's an ACL or a lot of the ligaments, knee replacement, all of these knee injuries, right away, it's about moving the leg, you know, so it doesn't build up and you can keep the strength. With this one, you know, being immobilized allows it to have so much scar tissue, a lot of swelling.
Which slows the process, which makes it a little bit longer of a process compared to, you know, any other knee injury as far as like an MCL or a tear or something along those lines.
It's a lot different. So like the amount of scar tissue that's in there, I mean, the bend, I mean, it's doing pretty well right now. You can see like I can bend to right here, so it looks pretty good. But in comparison to like this leg where, you know, no problem, you know, and that the bend when like you're trying to pull it and bend it, I mean, it feels like, I mean, it's a lot of pain. It feels like, I said it feels like if you're trying to bend your finger all the way back and it's not supposed to go. And that's what it feels like in here. But you know, every day it's a little better. Every day it's going to be hard, but it's a little better all the time. You know, but like even since the videos that you saw, like it's even better.
The progression, sure. Yeah, I think it's very noticeable, not only in like the swelling going down, but like how much you're able to move it, you know what I mean? And like walking around looking a little bit normal.
Oh, yeah,
like
the
you said,
walking looks
driving, all that good stuff is
good stuff.
You know, moving in the right direction, even though there are like, you know, little minor daily, you know, setbacks or frustrations that you may not see right here, right? So what are some of the next steps? What's the play from here?
It's just getting more, you know, flexion in the knee, building up the strength. I have a ton of atrophy from not using my leg. You can see, I mean, you can look at that leg. It's crazy, you know, in comparison to like this one.
Sure.
You can see the difference. You can see that. So I have a little ways to go. That's why, you know, it's supposed to be a 9-month process, but hopefully like I can get everything done faster than that in a safe way.
Sure.
But you know, when you see something like that, you see the difference. That's when you can tell, like, that's why there's so much time that has to be put into this.
So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We'll make another video, you know, in another week or two here, but I appreciate everybody, you know, taking the time to take a look, and yeah, I hope it continues to help other people going through a similar injury, you know, or frustration, battle, whatever it is. So, yeah.
And again, like, hit us up. We're willing to talk everybody through. We can go through this together. Again, you know, stay on top of what you put in your body. Be determined. You know, put in as much work as you can, and you'll get there sooner than you think.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.